If you love to read books, then the same content of this series, I for Investment, is available in a readable format. The name of the book is I for Investment, Applying Common Sense While Nurturing Your Portfolio of Stocks. Click on the below link and grab your copy today.
Welcome to your own channel, Romance with Finance, a brand of Financial Freedom Hub. On this channel, you get the videos and information related to personal finance. In one of our previous videos, we saw how the dream of owning a home created demand for construction, cement, iron, steel, paints, furniture, finance, electronics, and infrastructure. However, human civilization is not built only on comfort and prosperity. It also depends upon protection, security, and stability. We understood how the desire for comfort, stability, and a better lifestyle gave rise to the housing and construction ecosystem. We build homes so that our families can live safely, peacefully, and securely. Inside those homes, we protect our loved ones, our memories, and our hard earned wealth. And when many homes come together, they form a society. For a society to function smoothly, peace, law and order, and security becomes essential. If human beings are not guided by the values and discipline, then they can easily become greedy, selfish, manipulative, and destructive because the human mind often gets attracted towards shortcuts, temptations, and wrongful actions faster than wisdom and ethics. Wherever wealth, power, and possession exists, the possibility of greed, theft, crime, conflict, and violence also begins to emerge because human desires often know no limits. The hunger for money, power, luxury, control, and dominions sometimes pushes individuals towards unethical and unlawful activities. And when such tendencies rise in society, the need for protection and security rises alongside them. That is why homes need locks, societies need police, and nation needs armies and defense system. And that brings us to another important sector hidden in plain sight, the defense sector. Human beings are rarely satisfied by their nature. We constantly desire more money, more power, more control, and more comfort than we actually need. The more we achieve, the more we want. And when greed begins overpowering values and ethics, unlawful activities slowly start entering in the society. Because of excessive greed, selfishness, and the desire for domination, some individuals and groups choose unethical and violent paths. As a result, society witness fear, instability, disorder, conflict, terrorism, theft, and other criminal activities. And whenever disorder rises, nations are compelled to strengthen security and defense systems. To maintain peace and harmony, countries establish police forces, military, navy, air force, border security, intelligence agencies, and disaster management units.
Anyone who supports terrorism, anyone who sees terrorism as a legitimate means, anyone who uses terrorism to cause the death of innocent people is a terrorist in my eyes.
Now let's connect this idea with investing. Defense is not just war, it is an economic system. In fact, an economic ecosystem. To protect a nation, defense forces require weapons and ammunition, missiles and radar system, fighter aircraft and naval ships, communication equipments, surveillance technology, uniforms and safety gears, transportation and logistics, fuels and chemicals. And because these requirements never completely disappear, the demand for defense infrastructure also continues for long periods of time. This is where an investor starts observing opportunities. Instead of randomly chasing stock tips, we begin by asking, which industries benefit from this real world necessity, and that is how we identify the defense sector. Now, as we have identified the sector, the next step is to find the business opportunities in this ecosystem. Some major defense related companies listed in Indian stock markets are Bharat Electronics Limited. It is involved in radar systems, communication equipments, defense electronics. Bharat Dynamics Limited. The company is involved in missiles, torpedoes, strategic defense systems. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The company is involved in fighter aircrafts, helicopters, and aerospace manufacturing. Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders. This company is in warships and submarines. Cochin Shipyard. This company is into naval ships and ship repair. Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers. The company is in naval vessels and patrol ships. Data Patterns. The company is into aerospace and defense electronics systems. Here are some more companies. Bharat Forge. The company is into artillery systems and aerospace components. Astra Microwave Products. The company is into radar and microwave systems. Paras Defense and Space Technologies. The company is into defense optics and electronics. MTAR Technologies. Company is into aerospace and precision engineering. Along with that, we have Idea Forge Technology, Zen Technology, Scient DLM. One sector often leads to another. Now think deeper. If soldiers are deployed at borders and at sensitive locations, they require transportation of equipments, food supplies, fuel movement, uniforms and materials, logistic supports. This means that commercial vehicle and logistics sector is also important. Companies connected to this theme are Ashok Leyland, Tata Motors. Similarly, ammunition, explosives, and defense materials require chemicals and industrial compounds. So now another sector enters the picture. And then comes engineering and infrastructure support. The real learning is here. From one simple observation, that is national security, we have discovered multiple interconnected sectors in this theme, which is defense, aerospace, electronics, chemicals, commercial vehicles, logistics, engineering, and shipbuilding. And this is exactly how smart investors gradually build understanding. As we could figure out a lot of companies by analyzing our lifestyle and our daily routine, so the question arises in which company we should invest by purchasing the stocks. Because it can happen that one company is performing positively and another company might perform negatively due to numerous reasons. Therefore, in order to eliminate that confusion, we as an investor can buy the entire index or the index funds. Similarly, as we bought the basket of the fruits to get all type of nutritions, index fund is like a basket of all the good stocks, which is traded on the stock exchange similar to the individual stocks. Hope this video was useful to you and you have learned something today. If yes, then